Clean, safe, local. Your home for business is the Village of Bedford Park. Over 450 businesses strong and growing with a safe, reliable Lake Michigan water supply. Visit VOBPBiz.com and bring your business home to the Village of Bedford Park.
Looking for a hot tip to bet on? Check out the new Match Tips at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. The new tips feature gives you special insights on player props and match bets for the top tips of the day. Go to Bet Rivers before the game, find your match, and tap the tips icon to see independent research on recent team and player performance. Bet with confidence. Visit the Bet Rivers mobile app or go to betrivers.com and get the top tips of the day. Not valid for any participant of the Illinois Gaming Board statewide voluntary self-exclusion program. Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right, welcome back. B. Mitchell Finley, as we come to you live from training camp over here at the park in Ashburn, as Washington gets ready to face the New England Patriots at 7:30 on Thursday night. And I'll be back on TV this Thursday, too. Get a chance to sit there and do pregame and postgame, and we'll be doing it live from the stadium. Won't be anybody in the stadium, but we'll be out there calling the game, getting ready for the 2 home games and also the 2 home preseason games, and then the 2 home games that will be popping up later on as the season begins to get underway. But right now, the team is going through things. And this is that situation where they are still getting ready for the Los Angeles Chargers, but they still have a game on Thursday. And they probably won't put in anything for the game. Interception by Troy Apke just now off of Steven Montez. But they probably won't do anything pertaining to the Patriots game until Wednesday. And, I mean, tomorrow, Tuesday, then they have a walkthrough on Wednesday. They will be traveling probably Wednesday evening. They'll play that game on Thursday and move forward. But this is the thing about football players. You have to be keeping your mind on making the team while getting prepared to go out there and play against a team in the opening game. And you still have a game coming up where you can make or break your opportunities or make or break your chances to get out there and become an NFL player like many of these guys have been dreaming of all their lives. So, yeah, as JP was stating a little bit earlier, the practices are a lot more spirited. But I also find out that the guys are able to take care of each other. And like when we talk a lot about in the past when things were more physical, Coach Gibbs still stressed taking care of each other. So we weren't cutting guys on the defensive side of the ball. We weren't tackling guys at their knees and things of that nature. You weren't trying to cheap shot people, hit them in the back. And I noticed a more disciplined football team. And you think back in the past, this team wasn't very disciplined. Offsides, false starts, dumb penalties, hitting people out of bounds. This team seems to be getting much more disciplined. I think Ron Rivera is starting to get his hold completely over this team. We saw a good jump of that last year. But as I watch the practices, I see crisp. I see fast-paced. I don't see a lot of mistakes. Don't see a lot of balls on the ground when they're throwing balls around. And other than Coach Hayner, the tight end coach, who is very, very fiery, other than hear him yell at a person and give him a few choice words, you rarely hear a lot of coaches raising their voices because I think these guys are serious about it. And they understand right now, like, you're not going to be judged on anything but how much time did you take to prepare yourself for this thing. So as I look at this team and get prepared, and I'm getting excited. This is the first week where preseason is going to start. And I know a lot of people out there, you've been waiting. And we talk about practice, and we go through some play-by-plays. And it gets you excited, but you get a chance to see it. I'm sure a lot of you can taste it right now. Can't wait for the game to come out on Thursday. And offensively, I want to see Antonio Gibson get more into it. And Antonio Gibson had a chance to sit down and talk to J.P. Finley just a little bit. And we're going to take sure you take a listen to that. Make sure you tune in. Antonio
Always
Gibson.
Always a pleasure to get to talk with Antonio Gibson. Antonio, this is a very different training camp for you because last year you're a rookie converting from wide receiver to running back. Now all of a sudden you're a running back that put together 1,000-yard total yards last season with some high expectations. How different does it feel?
Not too much different. Still taking that learning process, obtaining as much as I can, and, going from there, trying to improve from last year's. Like I said, plenty of times I was cut short a little bit of what I really wanted. So to, try to help the team out as best as I can on doing my part.
And you've said before how much Scott Turner helped you early on last year when you were really learning to be a running back. How different is that, just having at least that knowledge base now? Or do you feel like you're seeing things faster learning things faster?
Definitely. It's not too much of the playbook of knowing where the blocks is. It's more of the details and knowing the situations and knowing the little things and when I'm in a route what to do, or when I'm a mid-run on like how to set up blocks, or how to adjust the defense, so things of that nature.
Do you think you could be more involved in the pass game this season?
Definitely, and we got one of the best passes out of the backfield, J.D. McKissick, and so take as much as I can from him, and the more they get me involved, just learning under him, and when they do put me in, do my job.
A lot of new faces on offense. I mean, the offensive line you got 2 new tackles.
Yes, sir.
You got new receivers, new tight ends. How is everybody kind of gelling together?
Good. We putting on consecutive good practices back to back, and it's starting to look good. We got a nice QB room, and watching them compete. Just going out there, taking, adjusting to what they're doing, learning how everybody plays, and just putting it all together.
And then what about Fitz?
Fitz, gotta love him. I say the most carefree player I ever seen. Kind of when you see him playing, out there relaxed, it kind of help you ease you down a little bit. So loving that. It
seems like he has made a quick connection with Logan Thomas. Have you noticed that?
I think anybody can probably make a quick connection with Logan. Logan gets open, he's gonna block, he's gonna do his job, and he's gonna run hard. So that's a big target right there.
Yesterday was the first day with pads. Definitely seemed like the conversation was ramped up.
Yeah.
What side of the ball talks more after a big play?
Defense. I was about to say, if y'all see it on the film, they make an interception, they storming the field. So I get them that one right there.
Yeah, they go nuts.
Yeah, for sure.
But have you noticed? It seems, especially with JD, that Montez Sweat has started talking more, I think, this year than maybe he has in the past.
I don't know. He been talking. I don't know if maybe I just wasn't seeing him, but he making a play. He getting them words out.
Did you enjoy just 1 week of Richmond last year? You didn't get any of this kind of fans involved in the offseason.
I did. I think we got a couple games with the fans. At home, it was family and friends. Of course, love that, but it's nothing like those fans, being there to support you, all the yells, all the screams, cheering you on. So I definitely enjoyed that.
I know some of the road games you had fans at last year, but this will be your first year. How excited are you? Week 1, FedEx Field, Chargers coming to town.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see the stadium packed out. So if y'all listening, man, I need y'all to pack out the stadium. I need y'all on y'all P's and Q's. I need y'all loud. I want to hear it.
Has even just your social media changed? Because I know you're on Instagram and Twitter here and there. Are Washington fans just all rooting for? Do they reply to everything you do?
I got a few that consistently reply. No matter what, it could be something I'm quoting my friend or replying to my friend is, "We need this from you. We want you to do this year." So yeah, I get that.
Preseason action starts next week. How is the toe? Where are you at with the toe?
I'm fine. I'm out there making cuts, running routes, blocking, so I'm fine.
Is it out of mind now?
Yeah, definitely.
Is that the most important part? Just when you don't feel like you need to think about it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. When you injure, it's a lot of mental aspects to it, too. And that's usually with big injuries. Well, that was a big injury, but kind of get that out so you're not – even when you're not hurt, sometimes people tend to think about it, you limp or you kind of compensate on the other side. So try to get out your head, play as fast as you can, worry about it after the game, make sure you treat it up well so you can be ready for the next day.
My last one. Are you a big Lakers fan or are you a big LeBron fan?
I'm going to be honest. I'm a LeBron fan, so I'm not going to bandwagon with the team. But it's, going to support the team because LeBron on the team. I love to see him do great because so many people hate on him.
I don't hate on LeBron. I'm kind of lukewarm. I respect what he's done, who he is. I just, whatever. He's not my guy, right? I'm a KD guy. But
I can respect that. Yeah.
The Lakers just traded for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
I'm a Wizards fan. Who won that trade?
The Lakers. What? I say the Lakers. I went to one of their last playoffs games before they went to Philly, and I think Westbrook had about 12, 18, and 11 at halftime. I'm like, what? And it didn't even look like it. So I was just like, dude put up stats crazy.
He puts up stats like crazy.
He played hard.
You think he and LeBron could coexist? Listen, Russ is the biggest alpha of all time in the NBA.
Definitely. I think he will. he hasn't really had a team like that. Westbrook, if you want to be, he had some players, but he hasn't really had a team. So it'll be kind of nice to see how he plays. And I'm lying, he had KD and
and they went to a finals.
Yeah, so I'm lying about that part. But it'll be interesting to see him play with like a big time vet like LeBron, so and Melo as well, to see how they coexist.
How old's your little one?
2 months right now. Yep, 7-8 weeks.
How hard is it to not get any sleep with a 2-month-old in the middle of training camp? Is she in Atlanta?
Nah, she's here.
Oh boy,
it's not bad, but I say the worst day was probably, and it's just the beginning, but I say the worst day was probably like yesterday. She woke up like 3 times in the morning. The first day was 4 a.m. That's when she usually wakes up, and then I go back to sleep after a while. But the other day she woke up like 3-4 times, and I was like,
The worst times to get woken up by a baby are between like 1 and 5 a.m. Like if you have to stay up late till 1, you can kind of manage that. And if you have to wake up early at 5, it's like, all right, I'm up, I'll start my day. But 2, 3, 4 a.m. just wrecks your day.
My girl does a good job. She always helping out. She knows that I need my rest, so she kind of take care of things in the morning.
Especially right now in camp where you got 2-a-days and a long time. So when you get home, you try to spend like an hour with her, or
definitely,
is she asleep?
I'll probably get my study in there and then make sure I spend some time with them. Caught a little attitude one day where I kind of went in there, did my own thing, and then went to sleep. It was like, where my time at? So I was like, make sure I get that time in for sure.
You gotta keep mom and baby happy. That's rule number 1.
Definitely.
All right, Antonio, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That's Antonio Gibson talking to JP Finley, and that's the life of a young professional athlete. People might run around and beg you for autographs and lose their mind, but when you get home, you're nothing but Antonio. Your dad to the little one, and your fiance, husband, boyfriend, or whatever your title is to your lady, and you got to find time to make that all that stuff work. So I always say they're human beings first, and that absolutely shows it right there, because he's in the middle of training camp. His job. And it doesn't make a damn bit of difference when he gets home. You need to take some time with the baby, and you better make sure mama feel good before you start just doing your own thing, or it's going to be a major, major problem for her. But a lot of things of what he was talking about in that interview with JP about getting more involved. I think it'll be a great big plus for this football team, because last year a tendency for this team was Antonio Gibson goes on the field, they're running the ball predominantly 70% or more of the time. J.D. McKissick comes in the game, they were passing the ball 80, 90% of the time. You allow a defensive coordinator to prepare for you like that. And now as he begins to broaden his game and bring more pieces into it, I think this is going to open up the offense for him. Now, last year, occasionally you might see both of those guys on the field at the same time. Why not put them on the field together a lot? They both can run. They both can run pass routes, and I think the thing about Randy Jordan, he makes sure that they can block, so they all can go out there and block and do the necessary things to get the job done too. So I'm looking for, as much as I'm looking for Antonio to become more involved in the offense, as much as I'm looking for JD to broaden his too, I'm looking for my young friend Scott Turner to broaden his horizon and find a way to do like the Kansas City Chiefs and like the Los Angeles Rams. When you have all that talent, utilize them. You know, people are going to be trying to stop certain people. Sometimes you're going to throw the ball to them. Other times, use them as decoys. Have all types of people on the field. Hell, you could go out there at one point, have no back in the backfield, but you can still have 2 backs on the football field and have them lined up in the slot. Tight end, a linebacker has to split out and cover them. It's not going to be very good. They're not going to be able to stop them. A safety probably won't be able to stop them. So as I look at it, I just say it's going to come down now. How is Scott? How is he going to become more innovative out here now? How is he going to change up the minds of defenses? How is he going to dictate to them? Because when you watch Kansas City play, when Patrick Mahomes comes to the line and they break their huddle and they start getting those explosions, like, you know, send a guy, the running back out into the flat or send him out to the slot, the defense seems to get a little concerned, a little worried. That is when you know that you are now beginning to do what you need to do as an offensive coordinator. And I'm going to be looking all year to see if Scott is going to do that from the beginning. This preseason game, I know they're going to be very vanilla, but you know what? Show me a little something. Show the Chargers a little something in this first preseason game that they have to start working on. You may not run it when it comes to the Chargers game, but you always give them something. Coach Gibbs always had one little razzle-dazzle trick play for a preseason game because he wanted people to be concerned about it, working on it. And then he probably wouldn't run it until week 8 during the season, week 9 during the season. That's how you begin to build on things. You get people prepared. And I think Coach Turner is going to have to take that major step this year and try to get things done. So we're going to take a quick break here. This is B. Mitchell Finley coming to you live from training camp, and we'll be right back.
Being a homer has its perks at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Every day, Bet Rivers offers a special hometown discount on parlays involving local teams. To get your hometown discount, just open the Bet Rivers Sportsbook app and check the daily specials to place your bet on a unique parlay with hometown teams and players. Then root for the home team and win together. Bet today on the Bet Rivers Sportsbook app or go to betrivers.com. Not valid for any participant of the Illinois Gaming Board statewide voluntary self-exclusion program. Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
Clean, safe, local. Your home for business is the Village of Bedford Park. Over 450 businesses strong and growing with a safe, reliable Lake Michigan water supply. Visit VOBPBiz.com and bring your business home to the Village of Bedford Park.
What's up, everyone? I'm Carmelo Anthony. And while you may know me as a basketball player, there's a whole lot more I'm ready to talk about. That's why I started What's in Your Glass, a show where we'll sit down for a glass of wine and a conversation with the biggest names in sports, music, media, and entertainment. Listen and follow What's in Your Glass, a presentation of Cadence 13 and Creative 7 with me, Carmelo Anthony, now for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, welcome back. B. Mitchell Philly coming to you live from training camp. Training camp just broke. A lot of guys are getting their after practice work in. And I saw it actually the first time since I've been at training camp. I saw some guys running after practice. I think that's something that the defensive linemen wanted to do as a group because I saw the guys, the leaders out there getting those guys to run. A lot of guys catching passes after. But Darius Leonard, fourth-year guy, signed a 5-year, $99 million deal with the Colts. He's an unbelievable linebacker. I guarantee he's become a lot cuter to a lot of people today. Just to say it like that. Landfill, you know, they get paid a contract like that, all of a sudden you move way up on that the best looking man.
He's probably got a lot more friends today too. A few more relatives.
Oh yeah, relatives calling out the blue and say, man, we just signed a big deal. You're not French.
Oh, we went to kindergarten together.
But, you know, that stuff goes down like that a lot. But, you know, I was out here today, and I was thinking about the offseason where we had this Heineke mania going on. And then when training camp started, not as much of that is going on. We're starting to hear people talk about how Fitzpatrick seems to be taking a hold on the starting job. And when I've been out here, I think Ryan Fitzpatrick has shown that he's the better quarterback. I think easily. I think Taylor Heineke does some things when he gets on a football field that it excites people. But those things that he said that, well, I was trying to, you know, make a name, get attention, try to make it, he has to do that for his game to work. Taylor Heineke is not the drop back, deliver the ball, and you're going to be overwhelmed by what he's doing type of athlete. He's going to have to be the guy who scrambles around and dives and does something or try to make the remarkable throw. And that's kind of Ryan Fitzpatrick in a sense, where Ryan, he does all the same things, but he knows when he's supposed to show something. We saw in the offseason in minicamp, he was learning the offense. Right now, he knows the offense. That dude is unbelievable, the way that he works his practice. Now, I don't know if it's going to it's going to go out there and lead to him having a fantastic season or not. But when you watch him with a command on the field, I think that shows you what a 16, 17-year guy acts like. He wasn't trying to impress in minicamp because he knew I got to learn this stuff. And when I hit training camp, I'm going to hit the ground running, and I'm going to make sure I can do some fantastic things. And I think that's what he's doing right now. That dude is leading this this offense, and he is motivating guys because they're impressed by how he is. And like what Antonio told JP as JP comes back.
What up?
He said he's the most carefree guy. He's not carefree. He's just a guy who knows exactly what the hell is going on, so he doesn't have to worry about things. He's not overthinking when he's out there. He's confident.
Talking about Fitz?
Yeah.
Not only is he confident, but that confidence is rubbing off on the whole team.
Yeah.
And it's a much different – I'll say this. In the years I've covered this team, outside of the Robert Magic in a Bottle year, players never felt more confident than they did when they had Alex Smith out there.
Okay.
Fitzy is a similar level of confidence, but it's a different type. It's hard to explain, but it is they know he's going to give them chances to make plays, and that's a big difference. And I think it's quite important. I think he's going to take chances down the field, and the receivers are really excited about that.
And that's all most receivers ask for in the NFL. Just give me a chance. And you have guys like De'Ami Brown who has enough length and jumping ability. You have Logan Thomas, a guy with that ability. We watched Terry McLaurin can make catches that seem to be, he can't catch it, he came down with it. So when you have those guys with that ability, you have to give them those chances. They'll work harder for you. They'll run better routes. And they're going to always try to finding that open spot. But if you don't give them those chances, they're going to start loafing. When you look for them, they won't be there, which would hurt the offense in the long term. But what I'm seeing out here is a hell of a rapport being built with the quarterback. And as I stated before, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. But he's doing everything he can to make sure he has a great chance of making good things happen.
Brian, there's a little bit of breaking news I think I should share with our audience. And perhaps it's even breaking to you. We often talk about body types we enjoy seeing and celebrate. I like Rihanna. I like Rihanna. Who do you like?
J-Lo.
J-Lo, sure.
Salma Hayek.
Some people like John Toth.
Huh?
Who's John Toth, you ask?
Who?
The Washington football team signed John Toth this morning. He is a center. He's had time with the Eagles, the Jets, the Browns, the Lions, mostly as a practice squatter. He's also a plus-size model. See, I'm not joking. He's a legit plus-size model. Google him. John Toth. T-O-T-H. John Toth.
Okay.
He's a plus-size model. He's signed with IMG, like a very legitimate agency for models. So Chase Rouillet was just speaking at the podium and was asked about John Toth being a plus-size model. Do you know what Chase Rouillet said?
What is?
I'm not sure what to say.
Oh, John, I can't find John.
John Toth. Here's some pictures. He's a good-looking dude. He's a big fella. See? He's got model hair.
You know what? I'm stunned, but I'm not. Whenever you hear him talking about a showing plus size models, there's always a woman. I've never seen a man.
Dude, me either. All of this.
So is he making more money
doing
that than he is in football? Because he's traveling, he's bouncing around in football. He might want to.
Maybe it's like Tom Brady and Giselle.
So what do you do to keep your plus size model's body?
Now, when you think, I think we have to be careful with our language here, Brian, because
I
language
say plus
matters.
size model.
Sure.
He's a big guy.
A lot of times, but he's a big muscular guy. Like he's not like you could argue I'm a plus size model in certain body parts.
No, we can't.
Belly, butt. I got junk in the trunk, B.
Oh, Lord.
I do.
I don't care.
I believe Tim Settle's going to join the program here in just one moment.
And I bet you he wears cologne.
You going to ask him?
He already told us.
When?
The last time we had an interview with him.
You asked Settle if he wears cologne?
You don't remember stuff, JP.
I don't remember that.
You remember when we were talking, and I think he said, I don't know if it was an Issey Miyake, one of them was his.
Oh, you know what? I actually do now that you say that.
Yeah. I just spark your attention every once in a while.
We can ask,
but a plus-size model.
We can ask Tim Settle if he's ever been asked to plus-size model.
Yeah.
Tim Settle's a big man.
See, Tim may want to do something like that. He may be the guy,
Tim's got a music career right now. You know that? I think he put an album out.
Can he sing?
I think he's more of a rapper.
Okay.
You can ask him yourself. He's about – all right, you always say my depth perception is off. He's about 15 yards away.
That was about 20.
Oh, my gosh. You split hairs.
That's 15. Now that's 10.
I'm gonna get a little bit of this fan blowing on Tim.
What up, brother?
We are very excited to have Tim Settle join the program. Tim, you just take that mic.
Tim, what was the you said was your favorite cologne again? Because me and this guy have this argument all the time because he doesn't like wearing cologne.
I like Issey Miyake.
You nailed that.
I remembered it. Issey Miyake. Yeah.
Issey Miyake is Mr. Settle's cologne of choice. Let's start with some on-the-field stuff, and then we're going to ask you about plus-size models. What do you? How's camp going so far for you, man?
It's good. Camp always. You start off a little slow, but I feel like I'm picking up. Definitely, it's part of this is camp. It's get you ready for the season, get all your hiccups and errors out.
I saw a gas over there, a few of them by the defensive lineman. What was that? Y'all wanted to get some extra
Jumping
work?
outside.
Yeah, a little punishment.
Yeah.
I got you.
Got to hold ourselves accountable.
How many?
I had one.
Just one?
Yeah.
But the whole team ran. The whole D-line ran. That's right. Yeah.
I noticed yesterday during O-line, D-line drills down near the goal line that were pretty spirited. The offensive lineman jumped once, and the whole D-line was mad. Did you know the play I'm talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
All I could hear for like 5 minutes, that's some bull bleep for like 5 minutes. What happened over there, and how much fun are you guys having in those one-on-ones against the O-linemen?
I mean, it's all about competition, first of all. But we got to run block on the pass rush. So it's not you're not working on your stuff when you run blocking on the pass drill. So we had to call it out.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So I thought the O-lineman went early or something. So he's coming down at you when he's supposed to be on his heels.
It would have been a flag. Lineman downfield.
Right. All right. I like that. You got to call him on it, especially once you get 2 weeks in and you guys are going against each other every day.
We were thrown off. We was like, what's going on? But
so how excited are you to get up to New England on Thursday and just get to hit somebody that's not your teammate?
I'm excited. I'm ready to ball. Just get ready to get out there, just getting back into it and just getting back in that football mindset and just knowing that it's about to be crunch time and week one and this is starting to get good. Your body starts to snap into it every time during a certain part of the camp. I feel like I'm snapping into myself, so I'm definitely going to put on a show.
You know how you all are going to work the playing time when it comes to Thursday yet?
We don't care.
You're ready to go.
Yeah, he's still young. He's still young. He don't care. Give him about 4 or 5 more years. He's like, man, I hope I'm not playing at all. No, just
put me out there. I don't care.
Do you feel like there's any additional pressure on this defense this fall because of the really good performance last fall?
No, I feel like it's easy to block that out. We know how to play. We know what we got to do. It's only up to us to execute it. So that's just. We put a lot of accountability on ourselves. Not just one person. If one person's behind, we're all behind. So that's with that mindset and the leadership that we got. The sky is definitely the limit, and it's going to be a positive. It's going to be a good year.
Do you think when you come to practice, I recall when we played, our offensive line, defensive line, both were very good. So they came out there to make each other better on a daily basis. Do you all try to make sure, because the offensive line is fairly new coming together, try to make sure they get the proper test, because being one of the top 5 defenses in the league, you're not going to see many better than y'all.
Yeah, we definitely got to get them right. I feel like they're adapting and adjusting to it well, as far as, you going against us, you're going to get the best of the best. So, I feel like it's giving them definitely good comp, and, when you do competition, you go good on good, and you want to get better. Mm-hmm. The sky's the limit for them too. Definitely, as far as effort and work and as far as grit and this straining, it's part of it. Us getting to the ball, them just going to the ball's out. It's just all one thing. They're doing something, we gotta stop them from doing something. They gotta stop us from doing something. We trying to do something. So, it works hand in hand.
Mm-hmm. So John Allen just got paid, right? He got his big boy contract extension. Yeah.
He said, woo! There we go. Shout out to my boy John.
So I asked Deron Payne, like, all right, well, does John have to take you guys out for dinner? Like, what happens? And Payne said, no, I just get to go to his house once a week and demand whatever dinner I want. Do you have a similar deal, or do you want to get taken out to DC Prime or something? Like, how's that all shake out?
I got the same kind of deal. Yeah, John definitely. He have us over there and we'll eat or something, and he go all out.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. You know, a little nice little dinner, a little dessert.
What's your
What's your favorite dessert?
Shoot, knowing him, it might be like a little cake or something. I don't know, or a pie or something. I don't know. Hey, it's definitely top of the line though. It's nice.
I bet. There's Sheriff, Flowers, Schweitzer. Who do you get the best work from when you match up against them?
It's pretty even, you know.
Schweitzer's got a mean streak to him.
I mean, you got to think about it. Everybody want to compete. Everybody want to grind it out, and everybody want to play. So, you know, best man. So
There you go.
I mean, and this is as far as depth, you know, it's always beneficial as well. But I feel like they all give me good reps, and I get them good reps, and you know, we just gonna keep making each other better.
John Toth is a center that the football team signed this morning. Did you happen to go against John? Have you seen him yet?
No.
Okay. He's also a plus-size model, and I'm going to show you some pictures here, and maybe you should get into modeling. We get Andy on the phone. This is John here.
He look like he hold. He definitely hold.
What the hell does that mean?
He's a holder.
Oh, I got
all offensive linemen hold. That's what he said.
Definitely holding.
He's a holder.
You didn't think he'll see that in the picture.
Yeah, how you can decipher that from that picture of him wearing a cardigan is quite impressive to me. Do any offensive linemen not hold?
No, all of them hold.
All of them.
All of them. You just gotta have a tight enough jersey for them not to hold. Well, all linemen hold though.
Tim, what are your goals going into this
hilarious.
season?
Double what I did last year. Help us win.
Had a big year last year.
Nah, that's something slight. I'm trying to tell you, I got something in the tank for real. But just being able to dominate, you know, and just for real, just go out there and just be able to play as a unit and just dominate as one. You know, it's always going to be beneficial to all of us at the end of the day if we go out there and do it and just dominate every game.
Do you all come together as a unit and try to decide what you want the group's goals to be?
Nah, I mean, it's more of a, I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get this. And it's like, all right, we're going to see.
Yeah.
5 sacks last year. If you double that, that's double-digit sacks. Perhaps going into free agency, that bag could get quite large, as the kids say.
John gonna be coming to your house.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make a cake for John.
Yeah, well, shoot, we're gonna see how it works. You know, hopefully, you know, I'm a man of my word. I could back it up, and you know, I ain't gonna do too much talking, but y'all heard it first. So,
all right,
Tim, we really appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much. Last one, are you a rapper or a singer?
I do both.
It's not. You were walking up. I was like, oh.
I prefer singing.
You prefer singing.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have to get some of the music for the show.
Yeah.
Maybe you can make a special track for us.
All right, I'll think of something.
Appreciate you, Tim. Thank you very much for your time, man. Thank you. That is Washington football team defensive tackle Tim Settle joining the program. We appreciate that. We got Nate from Barstool joining us at high noon. Don't miss it. Thank you, Timmy. You're listening to The Fan.
Being a homer has its perks at BetRivers Sportsbook. Every day, BetRivers offers a special hometown discount on parlays involving local teams. To get your hometown discount, just open the BetRivers Sportsbook app and check the daily specials to place your bet on a unique parlay with hometown teams and players. Then root for the home team and win together. Bet today on the BetRivers Sportsbook app or go to BetRivers.com. Not valid for any participant of the Illinois Gaming Board statewide voluntary self-exclusion program. Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
There are hundreds of new exclusive stations to check out today.
For summer barbecues,
road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
For every mood, every interest, every passion. By Odyssey.
We're all on this planet together, so join Odyssey and find your one thing. August is a great month to help out the environment by improving your gas mileage. Make sure your tires are properly inflated, and heavy items like golf clubs aren't stored in your trunk. Take your car in for a tune-up to ensure it's running at peak performance. And when the weather is nice, walk or bike to your destination to enjoy a beautiful summer day. Join Odyssey, and together, each of us doing one thing makes a greener tomorrow. What's your one thing?
B. Mitch and Finley, 1067 The Fan. Good day here, B. Get to watch practice, get to watch 2-minute drill, get to talk to Tim Settle, get to talk to Antonio Gibson.
Yep.
Tomorrow we're going to have an interview with Logan Thomas.
LT.
We've been stacking them up. Hope you guys are listening. Hope you're enjoying it. Football season is here. Football season is coming.
That's it.
Got to figure out how to turn off that mic. I think I just did it.
There you go.
How about that? Landfill, we haven't really checked in with you. I want to tell everybody, make sure they're following along on social media. You can follow Brian at BMitch Live NBCS. You can follow me at JP Finley NBCS. Follow Linnell. Linnell, how do they follow you, buddy? Linnell?
NELL_BTP.
There you go. And of course, you can follow Mullins at Mullins1067. Mullins is like a
guy.
He's like a really famous athlete
the
that
real
has
guy.
a number of different nicknames. Mullins, I wanted to read something for you, buddy. Who's your least favorite quarterback in the NFL?
That's hard. There's several that I dislike because they're so bad. I'm going to go with, today I'm feeling Ben Roethlisberger is my least favorite.
All right. Well, that's funny you should say that because I just saw this on Twitter and found it pretty interesting. Ben Roethlisberger claims he's lost weight this offseason. Have you seen any pictures of Ben Roethlisberger?
He don't look like he lost
sure
weight.
Looks pretty similar. I mean, I can tell you I lost weight, but I look pretty similar to how I did last month. Ben Roethlisberger asked about his adjusting his diet. You ready for this, Landfill?
I'm ready.
Nothing against Tom Brady, but I'm not eating avocado ice cream. I don't think anybody thought you were, Ben.
Well, maybe you should do what Tom Brady is doing because he's more successful than you.
I mean, he's more successful than everybody.
Yeah, still.
Are you surprised that he's not eating avocado ice cream, Landfill?
He's eating butter pecan straight out to the carton.
Yeah, no, of course not. I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah. He's eating regular ice cream and cheeseburgers. It's been a fun day. I think it'll be interesting for Settle because he got a lot of playing time last year because Matt Ioannidis went down. Mm-hmm. You got Payne Allen Ioannidis in front of him. He's in a contract year. He's going to want opportunities, and I think he'll still get it. I think you want those guys rotating a bunch and staying fresh, don't you think?
I think so. I think what he did last year was not only take advantage of his opportunity, but he made the coaches say, this guy can get it done, so we need to find ways to get him on the field. So I don't think they have a problem rotating. If Jonathan and Deron comes off and you put Matt and Settle in the game, I think they feel that they're as good. They could be just the same, close to it.
I mean, Settle.
And you look at both of those guys, Settle and Ioannidis, they seem to have a knack for rushing the passer too. Not only stopping the run, but also rushing the pass and getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Settle's going to be in line for a nice contract next year. I don't know where it happens, if it happens here in D.C. or if he has to go elsewhere to get paid, because Washington has this. It's a good problem to have, but they've got to figure out how they're going to pay everybody going forward.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to run through a little bit of traffic. Coming up next on the program is Barstool Nate joining us. Don't forget, at 1 o'clock, we are running through the best teams in the NFL with talent that is 25 years old and younger. I haven't looked yet at where the Washington football team ranks, but I am curious. Where do you guess they're going to be?
Washington?
Yeah.
I think they're going to crack the top 15.
Top half of the league?
Yeah.
That sounds about right to me. Here's what we got to do. Barstool Nate joins the program next, right here on The Fan. Don't go anywhere.
On Pod Save the World, we want to be your cheat sheet for global events. My name is Tommy Vitor, and each week, my co-host Ben Rhodes and I break down the biggest stories from around the world. Ben and I both worked on President Obama's national security staff, and we'll introduce you to the activists, politicians, and journalists who can help us understand what's going on around the world, what it means for the United States, and what it's like being inside the White House Situation Room during a crisis.
Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your pods.
The COVID-19 pandemic showed us how a microscopic virus could upend our lives. There is so much out there that we need to understand, but for every threat, there are heroes working at the edges of science and policy to protect us. I'm Dr. Abdul El-Sayed, former Detroit Health Director and host of Crooked Media's America Dissected. Every episode, I talk to the doctors, scientists, culture makers, and policy leaders who are working out new ways to protect us against our biggest threats. New episodes of America Dissected every Tuesday. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What's up, everyone? I'm Carmelo Anthony. And while you may know me as a basketball player, there's a whole lot more I'm ready to talk about. That's why I started What's in Your Glass, a show where we'll sit down for a glass of wine and a conversation with the biggest names in sports, music, media, and entertainment. Listen and follow What's in Your Glass, a presentation of Cadence 13 and Creative 7 with me, Carmelo Anthony, now for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, or wherever you get your podcasts.